Hi, welcome to another episode of the Grow Your Occupancy podcast. I'm Julie Podewitz, CEO and founder. If you'd like to learn more about Grow Your Occupancy, you can do so by jumping on our website, growyouroccupancy.com. Today, I don't have a guest. I wanted to just share some things with you, things that are on my mind, and thought I would check in with you regularly. Maybe just share a thought for the day, a statistic, something I learned from a colleague, maybe a sales tip of the day, of the week, of the month, hopefully something of value for you. So I would never. Have any of you ever said or thought, I would never, ... Like for me, it's I would never jump out of an airplane. I would never move to Alaska. No offense to anyone living in the beautiful state of Alaska. Well, I'm sure you have. I'm sure all of us have, right? Have you ever done something on your I would never list? I lived almost 30 years in Southwest Florida, my entire adult life. I loved Southwest Florida. I still do. And I would say frequently, I would never move from Southwest Florida. And here we are in beautiful Franklin, Tennessee. Moved here 6 years ago with Jim and Ava and our two dogs, and we absolutely love it. And it was an adjustment, but it has just been phenomenal. And sometimes I just reflect either on a walk or, lay in bed if I have insomnia, and I think of all of the people that I have met because of the move to Nashville. And it boggles my mind. And it just kind of reinforces maybe there's some things on our I would never list that should remain on our I would never list. But is there anything on your I would never list that, I don't know, could come off or we lean into? We change our mind, and it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to change your opinion on something. We have customers who, approach us with a lot of challenges, and logistical challenges, emotional challenges in selling senior living. Their families are in crisis. There's multiple decision makers, and all these reasons to say no. And one of them is that I told my mother I would never put her in a home, or, I will do this, but my mom would never do this, or she said, or my dad said he would never leave home. And we mean these things when we say them, and we feel them when we say them. But life changes. Our opinion can change. Circumstances change. The value of moving, or the value of the decision, whatever it is, of making that decision is much greater now than maybe it was when we said, I would never. So just think about that, when you're working with your families, or you're working with maybe one of the prospect or the influencer, or if it's a couple, one or the other, I would never. And it's valid, and we need to believe people, and we mean things when we say them, but we can change our mind, and we can change our opinion, and people do. So don't close the door, maybe figuratively, on someone who says, well, I would never do this, because there are many people living in our communities who have, I'm sure, thought or said, I would never do that. And ask yourself, what is something that you've done, or an opinion, maybe an opinion you have now that's different than you used to, that's really changed your life for the better, and allow other people, to have that same opportunity. Something on my I would never list, I'll share with you, that I have to cross off, moving certainly from Southwest Florida, but also, so my husband and daughter and I went on New Year's Eve and got matching tattoos. And a tattoo is not something that was ever on my to-do list. It was on my, I don't think I would ever do that. It didn't have anything against it. I just thought, well, not for me. And we went, she's 19, and we got, well, she and I got matching tattoos, and Jim got kind of a coordinating. Ava means bird in Latin. And so we had Ava's name, sort of, the artist drew out Ava in a bird flying, let's see, ABA. And it was just a really fun experience, and bonding, family bonding. It was fun, and we had a great tattoo artist, and it was just great. And I'm glad I got to cross that off my I would never list. So, well, you probably won't ever see me jump out of an airplane. Um, you'll hopefully hear me sharing some things that I can take off, more things I can take off that I would never list, as I continue my journey and challenging myself, and stretching and learning and growing and keeping an open mind, and maybe challenge you guys to do the same and allow that same grace with our customers. Thanks for growing with me.